Governor J.B. Pritzker just sat down with Jon Stewart, and what he said may be the most brazen gaslighting thing you have ever heard in your entire life. He said this in front of a laughing liberal audience, and he stated and declared that Donald Trump was the one who defunded the police. Think about that for a second. The very movement the Democrats launched in 2020, the slogans painted on city streets across America, they are now trying to pin on Donald Trump. It's not just wrong, it's an attempt to rewrite history in real time. And the cover-up, it's even worse. And why would a sitting governor distort facts so blatantly? What does he gain by flipping the truth literally upside down? Tell me in the comments if you guys think this is deception or like desperation. But then also stay with me, because what happens next is going to change everything. Oh, I'm heated on this one, guys. My name's Tom. I'm with the Daily Beltway. I'm also publisher of the Illinois Review and a White House correspondent for the Next News Network. And guys, we are a growing channel, and every like, comment, and subscription helps us grow. So hit that button, guys. We're going to get right to it. J.B. Pritzker with making the claim. Just watch.
Well, let's debunk the myth that we have somehow defunded police. It's Donald Trump that's defunded police. I've hired more police in Illinois. Donald Trump has taken all this money away, and not just from police, and including, by the way, programs for local law enforcement, but as you said, ATF, FBI, et cetera.
Grants that were already appropriated, by the way.
Exactly. It's illegal what he's done, but
right.
He doesn't care, and he wants to create a problem. Remember, this is all about fomenting a problem so that he can bring militarization to our city.
So we're going to break it down, guys. Pritzker sat on Stewart's podcast, The Weekly Show, and told millions of listeners that Donald Trump defunded the police. Stewart nodded along, smiling as if this rewriting of history made perfect sense, because he's liberal. Of course it makes sense. But anyone paying attention knows the opposite is true. And here's the reality. Under Trump, federal law enforcement budgets went up, not down. The Department of Justice's COPS program grew from $220 million in 2017 to $370 million by 2020. Byrne Justice Assistance Grants rose, ICE expanded, and the Bureau of Prisons received billions of dollars more. Police unions across the country endorsed Donald Trump because they saw his commitment to law and order firsthand. So why would Pritzker push this lie? Because Democrats need to shift the blame. They want Americans to forget. I'm sorry, after what happened to Charlie Kirk, I'm done being nice. F that. Like, we're done. I was going to be like a nice back and forth, but screw that. This shit pisses me off. They want Americans to forget 2020. They want to forget when their cities burned, when activists demanded defunding, and when mayors slashed budgets under pressure. Do you guys remember the chants of defund the police? Were they led by Donald Trump? Or were they led by Democrats? Tell me in the comments if you guys remember exactly who was standing behind those signs. And this makes me so angry. Whew. All right, calming down. Chicago alone proves the point. The city's 2025 police budget is over $2 billion, up nearly 4% from last year. But that doesn't happen under defunding. And yet Pritzker claims otherwise, hoping voters are going to forget his party's role in enabling crime waves that devastated cities. And this is where it all changes. While Pritzker points fingers at Trump, Chicago residents are begging for federal help. The National Guard has been floated to stabilize violent neighborhoods, and families who lost loved ones to gang violence are not blaming Trump. They are demanding leadership. And let's not forget, in 2020, Trump sent federal officers into Portland, into Kenosha, into Minneapolis when chaos overtook the streets. The officers restored order, and Democrats screamed it was an authoritarian move when they were burning cities down. But law-abiding citizens, they called that relief. Now, 5 years later, J.B. Pritzker wants to spin that history as if Trump was the one defunding. And it's absurd. And this guy's going to run for president in 2028. So if you guys got value from this news update, please tap subscribe. My opinion is next. I know I laced a whole bunch of it in there. Mental backflips. But please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to help fight liberal gaslighting and keep the truth alive in this republic. So angry. Let me know if you guys are angry about this too, because they do this all the time. They're like, oh no, that wasn't us, that was the other guys. And if they say it enough people publish it, and then that's all the recent media. So anytime somebody Googles it, it's their 50 comments published by 1,000 papers, and the history is buried. That's how it works. That's how they change history in real time. We need to hold them accountable. And this story matters because it reveals how far Democrats are willing to go to protect their narrative. And Governor Pritzker's claim that Trump defunded the police is not just false, it's insulting to every police officer who risked their life while Trump stood firmly behind them. I was in Chicago pro-police rallies when they took down the Columbus statue. The mayor and the governor watched them get stuff launched at that. I can't say some of the things on this platform. It's also an insult to every American who lived through those riots of 2020 and saw who was truly behind the defund push. And in this republic, we cannot let politicians race history for political convenience. Every American deserves leaders who tell the truth, not the ones who are manipulating facts. And this matters because public safety is not a partisan game. It is about protecting families, neighborhoods, and our way of life. It doesn't matter what color skin you are. It doesn't matter any of that stuff. You have the right to liberty, the right to life, and the right to live a happy life. Doesn't matter who you voted for. You are guaranteed that unalienable right when you are an American citizen, born in our country, living in our country. And they try to take it from you. So guys, stay alert, stay informed, and don't fall for this gaslighting garbage.